Sergeant Flynn is a leader of men. Sergeant Flynn always shouts attention. Here comes Mr. Geyser. He's older and he's wiser, reading Bible verses every day. Jesus wept, Jesus wept, Jesus wept. Here comes Mr. Geyser. He's older and he's wiser. Read the Bible with him today. Jesus wept, Jesus wept, Jesus wept.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another Bible study with Mr. Geyser. We're really happy to see you. We got a special study for you today. We're going to have an interview with a death row inmate. We're going to see how he got there and what's going to happen to him. Mrs. Gertrude, Good News Gertrude, is going to be doing the interview today. It's good to see you, Miss Gertrude.
Hello, Mr. Penduck-Topper.
And introduce yourself to the puppets, and they'll be more than happy to help you with anything that you need.
Hello, Mr. Geyser. How are you?
I am not Mr. Geyser today.
You are not Mr. Geyser today. Well, are you Mr. Boaz?
Not today.
Not today. Well, who are you then?
I am Pontius Pilate.
Well, welcome to our interview, Mr. Pontius Pilate. And hello, Sergeant Flynn. How are you?
Hello, and I'm afraid my name's not Sergeant Flynn today.
You are not Sergeant Flynn. Are you Sergeant Ho-Sechuan?
No, ma'am, I'm Centurion Flynn, Roman Army, Jerusalem Police Division.
Okay. Well, hello there, Crooked Nose. Let me see. You must be Barabbas.
That's right. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm here to do your interview for the Jerusalem Gospel Times.
Okay, fire away.
Well, you're here in the Roman prison, and you are waiting to be executed, crucified. Can you tell us how you wound up here?
It started when I was a kid, see? My dad worked hard, real hard. He learned to read and write and then started working when he was 10 years old. And all he had to show for it was a house full of kids and barely enough food to keep body and soul together. He went to the synagogue, made his sacrifice, and kept the 10 Commandments, but still had nothing to show for it. Get the picture?
Yes, I get the picture very clearly. Please, do continue.
I got old enough to work, see? Know some kids that had lots of food, good clothes, jewelry, money, but they never had to work hard.
Were their parents rich?
Nah, they was thieves. So I got in with them to learn their tricks. Hey, look at that! See, while you was looking away, I would have swiped some olives. Then I would have distracted you, and my buddies would have stole some bread and some cheese. And I'd take it home to my folks. I told them I got a job. They was too busy working to check out my story.
Did they ever find out?
Yes, ma'am. One day I came home in expensive clothes, rings, and gold. I forgot to change before I came home. They started asking questions, see? So I ran home to join the gang. We got to pickpocketing, then breaking into houses and barns, then robbing trailers. One day, a man fought back, and we killed him.
How did you feel about that, taking a life?
It bothered me a little at first, but it was him or me, see? Kill or get killed. Then one day there was a feast in Jerusalem. A man grabbed my buddy and called for the Roman cops, so I went to help him out. Soon everybody was fighting. We killed some. I killed some. Then the Romans nabbed us. We went to trial. Those Romans always have to have a trial for everything. Then I got sentenced to death.
How do your parents feel about what's going to happen today?
They was ashamed, really ashamed. They ain't even going to be here for the execution. Hey, it sounds like they're calling for the crucifixion now. Crucify him! Crucify him!
But he is innocent.
Crucify him! Crucify him!
Shall I kill your king?
We have no king but Caesar!
How can I keep from killing an innocent man?
Are you going to pardon a prisoner for the Passover?
Of course, that's how I can do it. I'll give you two choices. Jesus of Nazareth, who is guilty of feeding the hungry, healing the sick, giving money to the poor, giving hope to the sorrowful, and preaching love? Or do you want Barabbas, who caused insurrections, is a known thief, and has committed murder?
Release Barabbas!
What shall I do with Jesus?
Crucify him! Crucify him!
Here is the pardon for Barabbas.
Hey, it sounds like the centurion's coming this way. This is the end of the road for me. They're going to crucify me now.
What's going to happen?
I suppose I'm going to hell. I never made time for God or cared about my soul.
Barabbas!
Oh, it's you, the one that arrested me on the street. So now you're going to be the one that gets to crucify me, huh?
I wish I could, you rotten scumbag! The governor has given you a pardon. Jesus of Nazareth, he is a righteous man dying in your place. Miss Good News Gertrude, would you please give this pardon to that scumbag so I don't have to get near him? You can go now, but just know that we will be watching your every step. Every man in the department knows your face. The whole city hates you. And we have informants everywhere who'll sell their own mother for a loaf of bread, a piece of cheese. Now get out of my sight!
I can't believe it. All my crimes and sins are pardoned. I am forgiven because Jesus of Nazareth died in my place. I am free. I have it in writing with the governor's own seal.
Pontius Pilate, what are you going to do now?
I am a philosopher. I will justify killing an innocent man. After all, more people would have died in the riot. And I will become a friend of Herod.
And what will you do, Centurion Flynn?
I will oversee the crucifixion of Jesus. And I will declare that he is the Son of God.
And you, Barabbas, what will you do now?
Well, I can't go back to my old ways. All my gang is dead or on the cross now. Everyone is watching my every step. I'll get honest work like my dad. Jesus told my friend on the cross that he was going to paradise. I want to go there too. I'm going to learn more about this Jesus of Nazareth who shed his blood for me.
And Barabbas will discover something exciting about Jesus in 3 days.
That Jesus rose from the dead!
And is alive forevermore. He became sin for us who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of God in him. He became sin for us who knew no sin, that we might be made the righteousness of God in him. Thank you for watching this show. Please remember that even if you are as sinful as Barabbas, you can be forgiven. The most important thing you can have is the forgiveness of sins. Jesus died on the cross in your place, just like he died in the place of Barabbas. And like the repentant thief on the cross, if you call on Jesus for salvation, he will save you. If you haven't been saved, will you call on Jesus to save you? Even now, he is waiting to hear from you.